new episode, know you probably waiting. Plant a seed in your brain, let me pollinate it. And I'm not like the rest, I don't do the faking. You are now tuned into Bro Conversations. Pop Hunter, if you don't know who he is, he the dude that made the Corvette song. The Corvette, you know that shit? Yeah, that shit.
I didn't know that.
That's been all over TikTok or whatever. He did an interview with DJ Academics, and he said that I'm gonna give you the whole scope. He dropped out of school because he thought that he got this girl pregnant, and he was in the street selling blah 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 whatever just to get money for his child because he couldn't get a job or whatever. And years after, obviously now, he thinks that the child is not his any longer. But the twist is, he said he's still gonna support the kid and be a father figure for the kid because he never had a father figure. And shit like that. I just want to know, how would you react in that situation if you were Pop Hunter or whatever, before I even get my shit?
Damn, I kind of feel bad for the guy, because sounds like, at first I thought that you were going to say some bad shit.
That is bad shit.
Well, it's bad for him, but he's being an absolute, fucking cool guy, chill guy out of all that. It makes him sound like a fucking really good guy with the fact that, and I feel bad for him. It makes me feel bad for him, because it sounds like the man loved the kid and just recently found out it was not him because she was clearly honest about something. He fully believed her.
No, she wasn't honest. He said he
found out on his own.
Yeah, he found out on his own. She wasn't even forthcoming. It wasn't none of that shit.
Damn.
Yeah, it's all bad for bro.
Yeah, so it sounds like he just still loves the kid because he's been there for so long.
But what would you do though?
What would I do?
Fuck that shit. What would you do?
Word. I don't know. I mean, honestly,
if you found out that shit, you dropped out of school, if you in that situation, you dropped out of school because you wanted to get money for the kid, and I don't know what his situation was. He said he couldn't get a legal job, so he was in the streets for a little bit. He's trying to stack up money for his kid, diapers, whatever the fuck. And now you slap with this fact, or it's not even a full fact because he hasn't got the DNA test, but he feels strongly that the kid is not his. And let's just assume he's right.
And this is going to be weird. I would probably leave the girl and still want to be the father of that kid.
Wow, okay, that's interesting.
So, hear me out. If he's attached to that kid, he feels like that's his kid. He held that baby. He raised that baby.
That's what he said.
He fought for those diapers. Whatever. That's his baby. It doesn't matter if it's not his blood or not. At that point, it's going to feel like his kid. You're not just going to be able to walk away from that. I mean, you're attached to that kid at that point. It's not like that other fucking dad was there. So to him, that is his kid.
Okay. Even
if it's not his blood, I bet you that still feels like his kid. So I'd be like, I still want visitation with my fucking kid. I ain't giving you no fucking money.
and I presume that his name is on the birth certificate as a dad. I presume it is.
So.
But all right. So you gonna stay in the kid's life, cut off the mom. Okay. What you doing, man?
Oh yeah.
Well, if I was in that position and I was working that hard, and
you go, man.
In my thought, because that's hard. When you build a relationship with a unborn child,
the child's here.
Child's
probably
probably 6 now, maybe.
Oh well, if I'm taking care of a child for a certain amount of time, I'm definitely gonna want to stay, even if I find out it's not mine.
You gonna stay? So what's the relationship with the baby mother looking like then?
Oh, she's gonna live by herself, but I'll still support the child.
Okay, so I got two leave the baby mother and still support the kid.
Because I still want to live my life too, But
yeah, for sure.
I feel like I could never feel like we could be honest with each other again because she held a secret for so long.
Yeah, that and.
I mean, lying doesn't work out. Either way,
for me, nah, bro. For me, I'm cutting her off and the kid. I know it's gonna hurt.
He said, "And the kid."
Nah, fuck that shit. Because, bro, think about it. It's think about the logic of it. You find out whatever years later that's not your kid. What you're literally a man when it comes to children and men and women or whatever. A man wants children for legacy.
So what if the kid's 15?
I don't know. He popped on. He's like our age. He's like 22, 20.
I got you.
Yeah. So the kid's probably like 3 or 4 years old. But yeah, no. I'm leaving. I'm cutting the girl off. Whatever. First of all, like I said, he didn't get the DNA test. I would get the DNA test, but we just for the sake of argument, let's say that the kid's not his. No, I know it's gonna hurt. I know it's gonna hurt, but the thing about it is, I've been through a breakup. I've lost fucking friends, especially last year or whatever. It didn't fucking make or break me. Like us as humans, we just get comfortable in a situation, and it's like, oh yeah, I got to do this because it's the quote unquote right thing. No, because you need to do what's best for you, and something that when it's dealing with children, we're in it for the legacy. We're not in it just for my stepdad, he was a great guy and whatever, and then that just dies there. Like no more generations of whatever the fuck.
I'm sorry.
You just moved?
Yeah.
So look at that.
I ain't never back down.
He ain't never back down.
I ain't never back down.
Hey, I don't blame that position because it's like, kid's 3, kid might not remember anything.
I think if you ask men, if you poll men in a whole, or a vast majority of men, that's probably one of the worst things, or the worst thing you can actually do to a man.
Well, at the other time, if the kid's only 3, shouldn't the other father start to be responsible?
Yeah, but you can't force nobody to do that. Because obviously, if the other dude ain't in the life, actually, I don't know. I'm presuming that the other dude ain't in the life. So, I mean, just like I said, the reason that he's going to still be in the kid's life is because he said his dad wasn't in his life. So that makes me believe that the true baby father is not in the life either. So that means if he leaves, then he thinks, he knows the kid's not going to have a father figure or whatever. So I thought that shit was interesting though, cause
yeah, that situation's tough.
And the fact that he's so young and shit like that. Like I said, he's 22. He maybe 25. I doubt it, but he's real young. He's my age. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just for him to be in that situation. And on top of that, he talked about way more of the stuff. He saw somebody get killed at a young age and shit, 14 or 15 or whatever. So, you got to add that into account. So, motherfuckers dealing with a whole lot of other shit, For a new episode, know you probably waiting. Plant a seed in your brain, let me pollinate it. And I'm not like the rest, I don't do the faking. You are now tuned into Bro Conversations.